Morning everybody, welcome to the corner. Just wanted to do a quick bench update today. I'm probably going to do another video tomorrow. Just wanted, like I said, just to kind of throw out a little bit of what I've been doing this week. Haven't been doing much except for working on this thing. This is the Super Boss's Papa truck chassis. Done quite a bit of work to it over this past week. Been taking bits and pieces to work, kind of working on it at work and whatnot. Got a engine going together, getting that ready for paint, transmission. Been picking around with fuel tanks. These are out the Ford Aero Max. Trying to get the steps figured out. I wanted to go with the Aero Max style steps, which are these. They fit on, but I've only got the one set. I'd only have enough for one step, not the two steps that are on there. There's one here and one there. So I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to go with the Kenworth step on the bottom and put the Aeromax step up on top. I'd have to nip off these mounts here as far as the step goes for the lower half, or cut the step off the Kenworth off the truck itself. Cut this off of there and then mount this to the fuel tank itself. It'd sit on these little pegs right here. Otherwise this would sit on top of that one. Still debating on what I want to do there yet. Either that or I might try to make something on my own altogether. Who knows? But suspension is all in. Rear suspension's all in it. I've been filling seams, filling sink marks and stuff. Getting ready to smooth it out. Had to move the stack mounts forward because of the shorter cab, or the flat top cab that I'm going with. So I had to move the stack mounts forward to match the cab. Otherwise they were back here to match the Aerodyne cab. Also on the cab note, I put the Aerodyne bottom cab pieces on it. Coming to find out, the Aerodyne cab is wider through the grill opening than the K100, the flat top. Flat top carries a narrower grill, probably because it's an older cab. Older versus newer, I'm thinking. Older style cabs have the narrower grill in them, versus the Aerodyne's newer cab has a little bit wider grill in it. So I cut this out to open it up to match the Aerodyne, the newer style grill opening in it. Still working on getting, I gotta do a little bit more sanding on the top to finish it up. But it's getting there. Next thing I'm going to be working on is the catwalk. I'm going to go with solid panels from probably here, or maybe underneath the stack mount. I haven't decided where yet. But it's going to be solid catwalk all the way back through till it tips off at the very back end here. It'll end right here. I'm going to make a custom taillight bar for it. Then I'm going to do the K-bar for it as well. The K-bar is the light bar, the panel that fills in between the two fuel tanks, and it has lights along the bottom of it. Oops. Fifth wheel is just kind of mounted there for now. I've got the fifth wheel pin. That's that brass rod coming through it. I'm going to unpin it, take the fifth wheel plate off. Then I'm going to mold the mounts. I'm going to mold these, putty them in, mold them into the frame rail, so that the fifth wheel mounts are all one piece with the frame. You can see it passes through all the way underneath it. I'll have a solid catwalk all the way underneath the fifth wheel plate all the way back, much like what the custom guys are doing on the real stuff nowadays. Yeah, not really much else going on with this thing. Like I said, I've been working on little bits and pieces, taking small pieces, sub-assembling a lot of stuff this week at work. Built the frame at work. Take stuff and do stuff on my break while I'm there. And got the Freightliner all wrapped up. I know last week I didn't have it quite all the way finished. This time it's done. Got the mirrors back on it. The mirrors are what the guy had in the parts bag. I just pulled them out, put them back on. I was going to try to find something a little nicer for it, a little newer for it, but I just opted to go with what he already had on it. Just to wrap it up and get it done. Built the cab mount or the stack mount for it and then the brace coming down. Turned out pretty good. That's just a strip of evergreen plastic. Cab tips forward. And yeah, just like I said, this is just something that I traded some guy a while back. I was going to pull it all apart, redo it. And in the end, I just decided I've already got 2 of these kits out in the garage. Both the dual drive, you know, they're 2-in-1 kit, the 75th anniversary edition of it. So I'll build one of those, my own, as a day cab, single cab, or drive like this. Or what I thought about is going with a single or the day cab like this, but going dual drive with the tandems on the back. That way I'd have a single drive day cab. Then I can have the dual drive day cab, and then I can have the dual drive with the regular cab on it. Do one of each variation of it. Just something, kind of have a little something different on the shelf here or whatever. But all in all, that's that truck. Like I say, it turned out pretty decent just for a throwback together. Just to build it back, put it on a shelf. Still doesn't have any clearance lights on it yet, but maybe I can come up with something to put up on the roof, who knows. Could just put some amber bulbs on there, just the regular bulbs out of the AMT kits. May even do that, just to wrap it up and say it's done kind of thing. Got the chassis that's sitting on my jig that I use for my truck chassis. I put the magnets on there. The magnets, I'll give it the right height. Sorry to blind you there. But these magnets will give it kind of the right height. These are all set at the same height. And then when you line the pins of the axles up, the pins of the axles sit right on top of the magnets, and then you can kind of check your right height, make sure it's level. Being that I dropped the front end 1/8 of an inch, left the rear axle at the stock height, when I put it on here, put this axle on here, being that I dropped the nose, it wanted to, you know, kind of do a little teeter back and forth off that first drive axle. So I had to notch out the mounts for the lead axle here. Took a 1/8 of an inch, or a 1/16 of an inch off of the cutout on here. That way I can get that lead drive axle down to where it's all sitting nice and flush and happy, you know. Much like I used the metal cast red on my Shelby, this chassis is going to be painted in the metal cast purple. I'll end up spraying this gold and then putting the metal cast purple over top of this. And then the truck cab itself is going to be white. And I thought about splitting it and maybe painting the roof a purple, or leaving it all white and then doing some sort of purple striping down the side. Haven't quite figured out how I want to go with that yet. But that's kind of the general idea that I'm going with right now. And on another note, I've realized, or got to realizing, that I'm up a little over 900 subscribers right now, and I better get going on the giveaways. I've got the 51 Chevy sitting over here. I still got to fill in the tulip panel, and then fill everything in, and then putty everything in, prime it all out. Also got to work on the Buick Electra 225. That's the one I did my chop top tutorial on for everybody. I'm going to hopefully get that wrapped up in primer, and then that'll be a giveaway as well. And then Had to pull the camera back a little bit. Just wanted to show the whole shirt. This is the front side of it. It is a size small. Oh yeah, there it is. It is a size small. A friend of mine had a, like I say, this is left over from the car show that he did quite a few years ago. He sent it to my daughter so that she can have a shirt to wear, or it's actually a little large on her. Not sure if she'll ever grow into it. We had it just to get rid of it kind of thing, so we're going to give it away as part of the giveaway this year, or this time around. I don't know what else I was going to say. I had something there, but now I forget. Darn squirrels again. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. For those of you that don't know or have not heard, Hurricane Ida, when it came through, when it ripped through Louisiana, it hit John Schneider's home down there. And he's taken on a little bit of water down there. Had some trees that were uprooted. And one of them fell over on one of the General Lees down there. Not sure if anybody's heard. I don't know how much damage he's suffered down there as far as his cars and stuff. I know he was trying to move a lot of stuff to higher ground. Hoping that all happened. Hopefully he got most of them moved and away from harm's way. But if anybody's caught up in the aftermath or anything of the hurricane, just want to let everybody know we're thinking of you. Hoping everyone's happy and safe and doing good. Hopefully nobody's gotten hit too hard by it. I know a lot of people have, and there's been a lot of damage down there and such, but sucks to see it. But we're thinking about everybody and hoping everyone's doing well and doing good and being safe. And also, I know I have a couple shop cards that I need to send out to a few folks. Have not forgotten about you. Been waiting to get some printer ink so I can print out some more shop cards here at the house. When I do, I will get those shop cards out to the folks that have been asking for one. I know Samuel and Zeno Blevins, they've both asked for one. And I've got a couple more notes here too as far as names and stuff that I need to send out to. It will happen, trust me. Just takes time, I guess. But with that in mind, I'm gonna probably wrap this one up. I just want to say again, thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all those that come around to watch. Thanks to everyone that leaves comments and such. And we're hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers and go beyond. We'll see how far this little hot rod takes us, huh? But I just want to say thank you to everybody. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Leave a comment, leave a like. Just let me know what I'm doing, if you like what I'm doing or not. Give me some constructive criticism, if you would. And, yeah, if you just joined, hop on in and buckle up and enjoy the ride. Keep scratching that plastic, and we'll see you all in the corner. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.